All right, folks, we really only have two options here. Either we actually do have a global pandemic of unprecedented proportions, or we don't. If we do, then one could conclude that unprecedented safety measures like a communist-style, crippling global lockdown might be justified. But if we don't, and we've only been fooled into thinking we do, and fooled into thinking we need unprecedented safety measures like a Chinese communist-style lockdown in the free world, and a mandatory vaccination as our savior, then what we really have is a pandemic of lies, deception, charades, and the largest Trojan horse ever manufactured, and we would want to stop that Trojan horse in its tracks. Well, thankfully, it's very simple to know whether we truly have an unprecedented pandemic or not. All we have to do is look at the numbers. During the Spanish flu, 25,000 people per million died worldwide. That's 25,000 for every million people on the planet. If 25,000 people per million died in the Spanish flu, how many per million would you guess have died in the terrible, unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic that required a global lockdown? Are you ready? 55. That's right. As of June 12, 2020, only 55 people per million have died from COVID-19 worldwide. Not 25,000 like the Spanish flu, just 55. And no, I don't mean 55,000, I mean 55. And most of those who died were near life expectancy. And even that number is highly inflated because it includes all the deaths being recorded as COVID deaths that were actually caused by other sicknesses, comorbidities. Bring those inflated numbers back down to earth and we could be down to 25 or less. How does that compare to 25,000 for the Spanish flu? About 1/1000th. So I ask you, do we have an unprecedented global pandemic that justifies unprecedented safety measures? Or do we have Bill Gates and the World Economic Forum and Johns Hopkins and Dr. Fauci and the Rockefellers and their friends pulling the wool over our eyes with the world's greatest deception ever, using something about the size of a bad seasonal flu along with some other dangerous tools, including their bought and paid for mass media, to spread the fear? If you want my opinion, check out my video, The Plandemic in One Sentence. You'll find a Trojan horse. And those behind it need the US and the free world to be weakened economically and socially for their globalist plan to succeed. Right now, a strong USA is their greatest earthly obstacle, and the Plandemic, together with lawlessness and riots, are two of their greatest weapons to weaken that obstacle. On the other hand, two of our greatest weapons are prayer and the spreading of truth to dispel lies. Lies that are bringing a crippling fear of death, lies that are inciting hateful violence, and lies that keep people unaware of the spirit realm and the eternal God. Godspeed as you seek the truth and share the truth. Perhaps it was for just such a time as this that you were born.